So I'm here with Joe Marchant at the Project Tembo fundraiser. Now Project Tembo, I confess, is one of my favorite charities. And I'm going to ask Joe to tell us a little bit about the beginnings of this program.
Project Tembo, first of all, is the Tanzania Education and Micro-Business Opportunity. And we work in northern Tanzania providing education to girls and economic empowerment to women. The project was not intended. It grew out of a visit to Tanzania to go on safari in 1998, and a few visits followed that. Many girls wanted sponsorship, and we knew that we would probably need to do something like get charitable status in order to meet all the requests that we were getting. So we, in 2004, applied to the Canadian government and asking for charitable status, and received it in July.
And it started small, but it's really grown. It's very popular now. Everybody's excited to get involved because the work that you do and the stories that are coming back are grassroots and really transformative. Could you tell us a couple of your favorite stories or highlights over the last few years?
Well, you're hitting on something that's very important to us, and that is to have, we're not interested in being big at all. We'd like to help, of course, as many girls and women as we can, but our objective is to be a good small NGO. And we have always promoted ourselves that way to our donors and supporters here, and they seem to like the smallness of us as opposed to a big impersonal organization. So we have a good relationship with our donors and sponsors here as well. One of the things that seems to particularly touch people is when we come back with personal stories to tell about the lives of the girls and women and how their donations, the donors' donations, are making a difference. And you know, they are very, very tangible differences, very, very tangible. One of the things we did this summer was we had a seminar for a group of women in Kimakoa who are raising goats. It's a goat project that we started to help the women provide milk and food for their families. That was funded by some donors right here in Canada. The 4-day seminar, and 40 women with their, many with young babies, came to the four-day seminar and just shared ideas with each other about how do we cope with this severe drought that has once again visited the area. How do we find food for our goats? It was a wonderful opportunity, and things like that wouldn't happen without the support of people here in Canada.
Now, we're here at the 7th luncheon fundraiser for Project Tembo, and some of the things that take place here is a presentation telling us, as you said, some of those fantastic stories of change, and African marketplace. And one thing that you're known for is gift cards, for example, where we can purchase a kind of a virtual chicken, for example, for somebody in Tanzania. Could you give us a couple of other examples, some of the gifts or sponsorships available, and what that looks like to the people receiving it?
Okay, gift cards are a huge way, especially this time of year, in the fall and before Christmas. Although they are bought, people can contact us through our website and purchase these gift cards any time of the year. Things like buying a rooster and 2 hens for a woman for $30, or a goat for $40, or a chicken for $10, or even buying personal supplies that girls need in order to go to school for $15. That goes directly to the girls that we sponsor. You know, it includes very essential items like sanitary pads that, you know, if a girl is on her period and she doesn't have adequate protection, she just won't go to school. So things like that. You can also help educate a teacher, help someone go to vocational school. There are many, many ways. We have fundraisers such as this luncheon in the community throughout the year. This is our major fundraiser, and a lot of small events as well, both here in Ottawa and in other cities across Canada. So we're very fortunate with the incredible support Canadians are giving our organization. I can tell you that it certainly makes a very significant difference. As I mentioned earlier, just the giving of dairy goats to women, enabling them to provide milk and food for their families. It doesn't cost that much to us, but it makes a world of difference to the women in Tanzania.
Well, thanks so much, Joe, for your work and for telling us about it.
And thank you for your interest. You're welcome.
So we encourage people to go to the website, which is
www.projecttembo.org.
with one T, right?
One T, Project Tembo, yes.
So hopefully people will choose to find out more, learn some of these stories, and take part. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.